Hello all, welcome back to Pabbly Connect. So in this video we are going to understand how to send emails on status update in Google Sheets. So are you also using Google Sheets for your business? Then this video is definitely for you. So over here I'm doing the same. I'm running a marketing agency, and to keep the record of all the tasks we use Google Sheet. And now what I want is that as soon as the new task status is updated in my Google Sheets, automatically the same details should be sent to my client with the help of the Gmail, so that I can maintain a clear transparency in my business. So to do this, we are going to create a connection between Google Sheets and Gmail. To create this connection without knowing any programming or coding language, we are going to use Pabbly Connect. It is an amazing automation software. So do you also wish to learn this process step by step? Then let me take you to my computer screen. Welcome to my screen. So as you know, in this video we are going to understand how to send emails on status update in Google Sheets. So as you know that I'm running a marketing agency, and at a marketing agency, keeping our clients informed about the progress of their project is essential for maintaining transparency and trust. So to streamline this process, we have set it up an automation that sends email notification to our clients whenever there's a status update on their task. So here you can see that I wanted that as soon as I update the status right over here in my sheets, automatically my client should receive a automated email. You can see this example email that I've already sent to my client. You can see over here the task name, priority, current status, and the another details. So yes, we are going to create this automation, and to create this automation, I've simply opened the landing page of Pabbly by searching pabbly.com/connect in my browser. It is very easy. So as soon as we're going to open the landing page of Pabbly, we are going to get two options. One is sign in and the another one is sign up for free. So if you're a new user, you can click on sign up for free and you are going to get 100 of tasks free every month. But I'm an existing user, so I'm going to click on sign in right over here. And as soon as we are going to click on sign in, it is opening all Pabbly apps. Over here you can see all the tools and applications offered by Pabbly. But in today's video, we are going to use Pabbly Connect because we are connecting different applications. So I'm going to click on access now right over here to access my Pabbly Connect account. And now it is opening my dashboard. And to start with the automation, we are going to click on this button which says create workflow, and now it is asking me the workflow name and the folder I want to save the workflow in. So I want to save the workflow in this folder which says automations, and I want to name my workflow as how to send emails on status update in Google Sheets. And then we are going to click on create, and as soon as we are going to click on create, you can see that now it is opening the most important window of our automation. So this is the most important window because we have trigger and action in this. Trigger means when this happens, and action means do this. So by this you can understand that the trigger commands the workflow and the actions are response towards that same command. So this means that the trigger commands the workflow and the actions are the followers of that command. And as you know that we can have only a single commander and multiple followers, so that's why we can have only a single trigger and multiple actions right over here following the commands of our trigger. So now I'm going to select my trigger application to start with the automation. So for the trigger application, we are going to select it as Google Sheets because I want that as soon as the status is updated in my Google Sheets table, automatically my workflow should be triggered. So I'm going to search for it and then we are going to select it. And now for the trigger event, we are going to select it as new or updated spreadsheet row. And as soon as we are going to do this, you can see that now it is giving me a webhook URL, and we are going to use this same webhook URL in order to create a connection between our Google Sheets account and our Pabbly's workflow. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this webhook URL first, and then we're going to follow this help text in order to create the connection. So I'm going to open my Google Sheets account, and as you can see that this is my Google Sheet. I want to create this automation. You can see the name of the spreadsheet and the sheet too. So now we are going to create this connection between this sheet and our workflow. So to do this, we are going to go on extensions, add-ons, and then get add-ons. So we are going to add an extension right over here to create this connection. And to add that extension, I'm going to search for Pabbly Connect webhooks right over here in search apps. So I'm going to search for Pabbly, then Connect, and then webhooks. As you can see the same, so we are going to open it, and as you can see that I've already installed this extension which is Pabbly Connect webhooks. That's why it is giving me the option of uninstall. But if you haven't installed this, you are going to get the option of install right over here. And as soon as you're going to install this Pabbly Connect webhooks, we have to refresh this spreadsheet. And again, after refreshing the spreadsheet, we have to go on extensions, and as soon as we're going to go on extensions, you can see Pabbly Connect webhooks appeared right over here. So we have to go on this and then initial setup, and as soon as we are going to open the initial setup. It is asking me to select the sheet, webhook URL and the trigger column. So as you know that my sheet is star status, so I'm going to select the same right over here. And now for the webhook URL, we are going to paste the URL we copied from our workflow. And now it is asking me for the trigger column, and in the help text it is saying the trigger column will be your final data column. So over here you can see that for me the final data column is I, so I'm going to enter I right over here, and then we are going to click on submit. And as soon as we are going to click on submit, you can see setup configured successfully. And over here you can see that we have successfully created a connection between this spreadsheet and our workflow. So I'm going to open my workflow, and over here it is saying waiting for a webhook response, and in the notes it is saying do a test submission / record. So in order to capture this webhook response, we have to do a test submission. And in order to do the test submission, again I'm going to open my sheets, and over here you can see that this is the sheets, and over here are all the tasks I'm going to create. And over here you can see all the tasks assigned. You can see the priority of the task, the owner, the client name, the client's email. Over here you can see the start date, end date, notes and the status. So I want that, suppose over here you can see that for the first social media campaign planning for ABC Corporation, the status is not started. So suppose that this task is assigned to demo user, and demo user starts with this task, so they are going to change the status over here in progress. And I want that as soon as they change the status as in progress or something else, so that is as soon as they update the status right over here in the sheets, automatically my client should be notified about their task status. So now to do this, what we are going to do is we are going to do the test submission. Over here you can see the task, the priority, owner, client name, email, start date, end date, notes. So you have to change this status from not started to in progress. But before changing this status, what we have to do is we have to go on extensions, again Pabbly Connect webhooks, and over here you can see the button of send on event. So first it is really important to switch on this button, otherwise the new event occurred details would not be sent to our workflow. So yes, you can see working right over here. As you can see that we have successfully switched this button on. And now after switching this button on, now I'm going to select the status as in progress. So yes, you can see that I've successfully changed the status, and this means that we have successfully did the test submission. And also this means that Google Sheets has captured the response of our test submission and send these details to our workflow. So I'm going to open my workflow and check that if Pabbly has captured the response of these test submission or not. So I'm going to open my workflow, and yes, you can see that Pabbly has captured the response of this test submission. Over here you can see my trigger column, you can see the task, you can see the status, you can see the start date, you can see the spreadsheet name. Over here you can see the sheet name, also you can see the sheet ID, priority that we entered, owner, notes. Over here you can see the end date, and also you can see the client's email and the client's name. So yes, with this we have successfully completed our trigger step, and we have successfully did the test submission. And now what we are going to do is we are going to send an email to our client. So for that we are going to select the action application as Gmail right over here. So I'm going to search for it, and as you can see the same, so we are going to select it. And now for the action event, we are going to select it as send email v2, and then we are going to click on connect. And as soon as we are going to click on connect, you can see that it is asking me to add a new connection or select the existing connection. So if you have already connected your Gmail account with your Pabbly's workflow, you can click on select existing connection and then save. But if you haven't, you have to follow me, click on add a new connection and then connect with Gmail. And now as soon as we are going to click on connect with Gmail, and after selecting my Gmail account, it is asking me for some permissions. So I'm going to click on allow and give Pabbly all the permissions it is asking for, because my data is secure with Pabbly. You can also click on allow Pabbly safe. And as soon as we are going to click on allow, you can see that we have successfully connected our Gmail account with our Pabbly's workflow. And now it is asking me for the recipient email addresses. So we are going to map this. So mapping is a method by Pabbly which means inserting the data from the previous step. And as you know, our previous step was the trigger step where we selected Google Sheets as our trigger application. So we are going to map the details from the response of our trigger application only. And as soon as we are going to map these details, automatically my details will turn dynamic and change with every new response received in my Gmail. So I'm going to give you an example. That suppose over here for the email address, I'm going to enter the email address, suppose demo@pabblytunes.com right over here manually. So suppose this is my client's email address and we are going to enter this. Then this will not change change with every new response received because this is a static information and I have entered it manually. But if we are going to map it from the previous response, suppose I'm going to search for client's email, and as you can see the same. So suppose we are going to map this from the previous response, then this will definitely change because my previous response will also change. So that's why we do mapping right over here to run our workflow in real time. And now it is asking me for CC and BCC. So as you can see that these are not the required fields, so I'm going to leave it as blank, and then we are going to move on forward. And over here you can see that now it is asking me for the sender's email address. So over here I'm going to keep it as same only. We are going to move on forward. It is asking me for the sender's name. So I want the sender's name to be the name of my marketing agency, which is Digi Experts. So I'm going to enter right over here Digi Experts, and then we are going to move on forward. And now it is asking me for the email subject. So I want the email subject to be this: important update on your task, and then we are going to map the task name right over here. For that we are going to search for task. As you can see the task name, social media campaign planning. So we are going to map this, and now it has become important update on your task, which is social media campaign planning. And now after doing this we are going to move on forward. I'll just add the brackets right over here, and then we are going to move on forward. It is asking me for the reply to. So as you can see that this email is not a reply email, so I'm going to leave it as blank. It is asking me for the email content type, so I'm going to keep it as plain only. We are going to move on forward. It is asking me for the email content, so I want the email content to be: dear customer name, I hope this email finds you well. We wanted to update you on your task. Over here you can see the task name. Here are the current details. So we are going to map this curly brackets thing. So for the customer name we are going to map the name of our client. So I'm going to search for client name, and as you can see ABC Corp. So I'm going to map this same. So now it has become: dear ABC Corporation, I hope this email finds you well. We wanted to update you on the status of your task. We are going to map the task name right over here. So I'm going to search for task. As you can see, social media campaign planning, and again here are the details. Over here you can see the task name. Again we are going to map it the same. Right over here I'm going to search for task. You can see the task name. We are going to map it. We are going to map the priority to. I'm going to search for it, and as you can see high, so we are going to map it. We are going to move on forward. For the current status we are going to map it, so I'm going to search for it, and as you can see in progress, so we are going to map it. We are going to map the start date to. I'm going to search for start date. As you can see the same, so we are going to map it, and also we are going to map the end date. So I'm going to search for end date right over here, and as you can see the same, so we are going to map it. We are going to map the notes too. I'm going to search for notes, and as you can see the notes, we are going to map it. And now you can see that we have successfully mapped all these details, and now it has become: here are your current details: the task name, the priority, the current status. Over here you can see that this is the new status that we updated. You can see the start date, end date, and also the additional notes, and now you can see the rest of the email content. So yes, with this we have successfully entered the email content, and now we are going to move on forward. It is asking me for the file name and attachment. So as you can see, both of these are not the required field. If you wish, you can definitely add a file name and also the attachment of the file you want to send to your client about the new task update. And now for the label IDs, I'm going to select it as inbox only. We are going to move on forward. It is asking me for the signature. So if you wish, you can definitely add a signature right over here, and also you can enter the signature manually right over here by switching on this mapping button. But I don't want to add this, so directly I'm going to click on save and send test request, and as soon as we are going to click on save and send test request, we have received a positive response. Over here you can see that we have successfully sent a new mail to our client. Over here you can see all the details of the mail sent. So yes, with this we have successfully completed our workflow, and now I'm going to open my Gmail and check that if we have sent the mail to our client or not. So I'm going to open my Gmail right from here, and we are going to go back and look for the new mail. And yes, you can see a new mail received from Digi Experts. Over here I'm going to open this. You can see important update on your task, social media campaign planning. Over here you can see dear ABC Corporation. So this was the name of our client. You can see the task name, and also you can see all the details of the task which was entered in my sheets. So yes, with this we have successfully completed our workflow. But I'll just test this workflow once, and this time I'm going to give you a real-time example. So what we are going to do is we are going to open our project management tracker sheet, and over here we are going to update the status of another task also, which is product launch campaign. So we are going to update the status of this task, which is for PQR solutions. So I'm going to look for the status. Over here you can see that it is not started. So I'm going to select it as in progress right now, and as soon as we are going to select it as in progress, yes, we have successfully did the another test submission. And now what has happened is Google Sheet has sent the details of this test submission to our workflow workflow. Pabbly captured the response, triggered the workflow, and further sent a new mail to our client, which was this pqrsolutions@pabblytudes.com. So yes, I'm going to open my Gmail and check that if we have sent a new mail to our client or not. But before opening this, you can see that over here for the GHI marketing, a task is in progress. So I'm going to select it as completed, and yes, you can see that we have did 2 test submissions right over here. And now I'm going to open my Gmail and check that if we have received the 2 new mails or not, one for GHI marketing and another one for PQR solutions. So I'm going to open my Gmail. We are going to go back, and yes, you can see that we have received the 2 new mails over here. You can see that one is for the product launch campaign. You can see the current status is in progress and the team name is Dear PQR Solutions. And over here you can see the another mail which we have sent to GHI marketing, and also you can see the task name which is social media analytics review, and for the current status it is completed. So yes, with this we have successfully did the test submission and we have tested our workflow too, and our workflow is running in real time too. So this means that our workflow is successful, and I'll just summarize the workflow for you once. For the trigger application, we selected Google Sheets. For the trigger event, we selected new or updated spreadsheet row. For the action application, we selected Gmail, and then for the action event, we selected sent email, because I wanted that as soon as a new task status is updated in my sheets, automatically with the help of the same details, a mail should be sent to my client updating them about the new status. So yes, by automating these notifications, we ensure that our clients are always up to date on their projects, allowing for timely feedbacks and maintaining a high level of service. This approach not only saves time but also enhances the client satisfaction by keeping them well informed throughout the project life cycle. And yes, we were successful with our workflow. Over here you can see the 3 mails I sent during this video with the help of my workflow. You can see that I updated the status of these 3 companies and these 3 tasks. And yes, with this we have successfully completed our workflow, and this was it for the video. So if you have any questions related to the video or the workflow, you can directly comment on this video. And for your reference, I'll just clone this workflow and share the workflow link in the description box so that you can access my workflow. I hope this video was helpful for you. Thank you for watching. Not only these applications, but with the help of Pabbly, you can integrate many more applications. So now, if you have any doubts, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issues, you can follow this website. And if you find our videos helpful, do like and subscribe our channel. Thank you for watching.